How can we reverse our hair loss naturally? First up, I want to just say that eating a low-carb diet is not healthy, guys. And there's people out there telling you that the best diet in the world is eating a low-carb diet, and that if you eat a high-carb diet based on fruit and vegetables and whole grains and beans and potatoes and corn and squash, that your hair is going to fall out quicker. And that's simply not true, and that's very inaccurate, and it's very misleading. It's been shown that populations where their diet is low carb actually have higher rates of obesity. A low carb diet will help you lose weight initially, because most of that is water and muscle loss. So yes, you will lose some weight initially, but just because you lose weight on a low carb diet does not make that diet healthy, because that diet, that low carb diet, gets rid of a lot of really healthy foods like fruit and beans and whole grains, which have massive health benefits for you. One of the biggest things that they try to convince and tell you is that eating carbs will make you really, really fat. Yeah, eating beans and brown rice and wild rice and squash and potatoes and corn. Yeah, and even fruit. Yeah, these foods are going to make you really fat. Look it, I'm not fat. I'm thinner than these people that are telling you that the carbs are terrible for you and are dangerous. A lot of this is just common sense. Don't be misled. Don't believe all of these lies. If you care about your health and you want to become healthy, then listen to someone that's actually had his experience. Listen to someone that actually has male pattern baldness. See, it runs in my family, and I've been doing certain things to help slow this process down. There's other people out there that are trying to tell you and give you advice, but yet they aren't suffering from male pattern baldness, because it doesn't run in their families. They aren't genetically predisposed to it. So yeah, they might have a full head of hair, and they might be eating a low-carb diet, and they might think it's all grand, but guess what? They aren't genetically predisposed to it. So what I'm telling you is that I am genetically predisposed to male pattern baldness. And I found a lot of good things you can do to help slow this process down. First off, it's been shown that your testosterone can be converted into dihydrotestosterone. And this can basically suffocate the hair follicles on the top of the head. And it's mostly on the top. That's why when people go bald, it leaves the sides of their head with hair. So, you want to eat a diet that's going to be helpful in reducing the amount of dihydrotestosterone so that that conversion doesn't take place. So there's some actually really good herbs that are great at helping stop this process from testosterone converting into dihydrotestosterone. And one of those herbs is saw palmetto extract. And I've been taking this for over, a year. And I can honestly say that it really has helped slow down my hair loss. I have considerably more hair than both my brothers, and my one brother is only 4 years older than me, but yet I considerably have more hair, and I'm a lot healthier and fitter and leaner. So, and it has everything to do with the diet. It has everything to do with taking certain herbs to help stop this, conversion taking place. So you got to keep all those things, in mind. But just think to yourself for a minute. These people saying that carbohydrates make you fat. Then that's why there's 1.7 billion Asians eating rice and vegetables that are incredibly thin and healthy and live into their 80s, 90s, and even hundreds, especially in Okinawa. Clearly, they aren't consuming this high-fat, high-protein rich animal food-based diet. They are consuming a lot of vegetables and beans and fruits and whole grains. This is a diet that's going to make you healthy. There's people reversing diabetes and obesity and cancer and on with a high carbohydrate diet. And when I say carbohydrates, I'm not talking about carbohydrates from potato chips. I'm not talking about carbohydrates from soda and candy and donuts and white bread and cookies and pies and pastries. No, I'm talking about carbohydrates from food, real food that grows out of the ground. Our ancestors ate a diet that was really high in fiber too. Yeah, they ate probably around 70 to 100 grams of fiber a day. The average American doesn't eat more than 15 grams of fiber a day. And if you go on an Atkins low-carb diet, you're virtually eliminating most of all the fiber in your diet. And these people pass little round stools, and they strain. And that can cause varicose veins and a lot of problems. I know because I tried that diet, and it doesn't work. It doesn't give you good health. It doesn't give you a lot of energy. I tried a low-carb diet. I drank a ton of milk. I ate a ton of fat and meat and all this stuff. And the only thing it left me with was fatigue, obesity, and on and on and on. I'm telling you that if you want to become sick and diseased really quick, then just consume a lot of dairy, consume a lot of meat and animal products. And yeah, you'll pack on the pounds, because fat is for storage. But, you know, a famine's not coming around anytime soon. You don't need all this extra weight on you. And you don't have to be so big and bulky in order to be healthy. That's just what society wants you to believe. You have been conditioned to believe that you gotta be big, you know, or otherwise you're not gonna fit in. And that's just simply not true. So what I'm telling you is that if you wanna help, you know, support your hair and you wanna have nice skin, because, you know, when you eat a healthy diet, not only does your skin improve, but your hair is going to improve too. The body is one whole integrated system. When one part of you becomes healthy, the whole body becomes healthy. You need to understand that. What is good for your skin is going to be good for your hair. What's good for the rest of the body is going to be good for your hair. That's really important to understand. So, you know, when people tell you not to eat fruit, and not to eat vegetables, and not to eat beans, and not to eat whole grains, they don't know what they're talking about. You know, and I'm sick of it. I'm sick of people telling other people that these healthy foods are bad for you. Don't listen to them. Take it from me, because I have male pattern baldness, and I've been able to slow it down by eating this plant-based diet, and by taking saw palmetto, and these other herbs that I've been mentioning in my videos. It works. But if you're going to cram your system with all this animal protein, then you're going to really congest your cells and your organs. Your liver's going to get plugged up. You're going to get constipated. And you're going to age prematurely. And you're going to get bigger. You're going to get a lot bigger. And if you just want to get bigger to impress the girls, then go for it. But if you want to be healthy, and you want to slow down the aging process, and you want to preserve your hair, then eat a plant-based diet. And treat animal products as condiments, or don't even eat them at all, because they're not even really necessary. And that's the dead honest truth. Just because someone has a lot of subscribers doesn't mean that they're giving you accurate and truthful information.